What's up? Um, for some reason that's not known to me, different situations have transpired. Drake and everybody knows Travis Scott, which I'll get to his album in a minute. But let's talk about Drizzy Drizzy. Well, I'll give you guys time to pop up. My Adidas. What's up, Ozzy McNeil, Darius, Steven, Frank, Nicole? Here's the situation that's going down. Drake is in a situation um, he's caught in a situation with Adidas. So through this whole Adidas press run, it's caused a lot of problems because the rollout was messed up during the Pusha T situation, and they were renegotiating like how they wanted to relaunch all the things they had agreed to in principle. Drake wasn't officially, and then the deal didn't officially take place. So everything else was rumored, but he was already wearing Adidas. Everything. He had left Nike and went to Adidas. He worked with the Jordan brand company. They had Drake signed. And they were in negotiations still. But apparently he had made an agreement with Adidas, and that was the center of the beef with Pusha T. But it failed to materialize. Adidas was not happy from what we heard. What you said? Mm. Now, I was the biggest Adidas head there ever was. I wore Adidas everything for 4 years straight. Adidas cologne, Adidas socks, Adidas underwear. I had it all. I wouldn't wear nothing else. 4 years straight, or at least three and a half. And I salute everybody out there who was rocking the three stripes. Adidas had just came out with their equipment gear, which was more new design three stripes. And basically, up here in the Chicago areas, everybody was Nike Jordan out, and I was not. I wanted to do something different, and nobody had ever seen all this equipment gear that they had. Adidas equipment came out, and I had all this Adidas stuff, and it was blowing everybody away. So I had it in different variations, different colors, different suits, and I was ordering them straight out of the book, going to different stores who had it and ordered it from them, and I kept the supplies coming in, and I stayed fly. So I knew Adidas always stayed, kept their eyes to the streets and knew what was hot and knew what wasn't. So we basically was advertising for Adidas. People thought I worked for the company. That's how big it was. So after Drake's contract with Jordan Brand was going to end. Now, we got our connection through Jordan Brand through Johnny. Since they came up here in Chicago a few years back, they had Drake for about 3, 4 years, if not a little longer. And Drake was back then, and then they were talking about Kevin Durant's situation. They was trying to get Kevin Durant, and he wasn't too happy with terms at the time. So he had the Under Armour deal going, and there was a lot of stuff going on during that time. So Drake has been there a long time under the Jordan umbrella, and they were recruiting at the time while we were there, and it was the Olympic trial games they was gonna have at the United Center. So they were opening up the Jordan Brand era. They had just signed Jabari. He had just got drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks, and Jordan Brand had signed him to a deal, and they were recruiting, and they was using Drake as the recruiting piece because they have a kid up here, the black kid who plays the violin. You know, he signed to Jordan Brand. They have a lot of people that don't play sports that are signed to Jordan Brand. So Drake contract had came up and it was didn't expire. So he could re-sign with Jordan Brand or he could bounce. Now he didn't like Jordan Brand's final offer. H is a very big guy on subject matter and conduct and things of that nature. So he's really keen on we got to stay the course. And if you don't know who H is the vice president of Jordan Brand. H is the one that pretty much green lights a lot of this stuff. So when all of this controversy had went down in the negotiations, Adidas made a heavy pitch to pick up Drake. They made a heavy business push to pick up Drake, talking about coming out with his own line instead of Jordan Brand doing Jordan Brand stuff. Forget that. We're gonna give you your own line of clothes, Drake. You're gonna have your own line and be able to help with the designs, everything, the name, everything. You'll be involved in all of it. Drake's mind was blown. He was really excited, and he was basically going to Adidas. And his problem was he was not to mention it to anybody. That was part of the deal. Until everything's finalized, Drake is not to mention any of it to anybody. Drake was so excited he couldn't keep his mouth shut. That was one of the main problems with this deal. He ran his mouth to Bow Wow first. Why this happened, I have no idea. Bow Wow was the first one to screw up this deal. It's just like when um what's another situation this happened? Dr. Dre in the Apple situation. Nobody's supposed to speak on anything until the deal is done. Don't speak on it. And Dre, and next thing you know, he on TV partying up with Tyrese and them talking about how he didn't got this $1 billion deal on the Instagram right after he told Drake, don't say nothing, and almost screwed up that Apple's been beat still. Almost screwed that up completely. Drake mentions it to Bow Wow. And matter of fact, sent Bow Wow a whole bunch of Adidas stuff. And Bow Wow thanks Drake. Thanks Drake for all the Adidas stuff you sent me on social media. That caused a little storm. Like, oh man, Drake is going to Adidas. What is he doing sending out Adidas? He's with Jordan Brand. So Jordan Brand, I mean Bow Wow was the first person to screw up, but it was the fault was on Drake because Drake was never supposed to tell anybody. He was supposed to keep his mouth shut until everything was done. Then while he's out there with Kanye, who has the Yeezys and everything in the deal, he knows about Drake going in. So him and Drake, he's like, "Yeah, I hear you coming to Adidas." And they got to talking about it, and he told Kanye too much. He told him about the Adidas line, everything. Told him too much. And when you see the story of Adion appear, you know, you could pretty much tell from that point on where it was going to go. And he mentions everything about the Adidas line, puts out Drake in a black face, and I think Adidas kind of soured on the deal. Now, this is what I got for today is that they decided to go in a different direction at that time, and they wanted to rework over the deal. And Drake didn't seem very happy with that fact because they've already agreed to something, and he's claiming nothing is disturbed, that they're jumping the gun. So I guess he's going to leverage Nike to come back to the table for the Jordan Brand deal. And it looks like he's going to re up with Jordan Brand again. So in the song with Travis Scott, on the Sicko Mode song, is where he referenced a little bit to it when he said he preferred when he said checks over stripes. Jesus Christ, yeah, checks over stripes, yeah, that's what I like, yeah, that's what I like, yeah. So when he said that, remember Travis Scott said something similar in a song he did too. This is a while ago. Y'all remember that song? I can't remember it. What he said, wasn't it like 21 Savage and Offset or something like that? I'm trying to think. Travis Cali sitting on my face, Scott. Oh man, what is the name of that song? It's got I think it's Ghostface Killers. I was upset with this song because how you gonna call yourself Ghostface Killers and don't have Ghostface on the song? That's what, yeah, that's the song. He was like, please, I need the energy. Only got a night. Yeah, it's lit. Yeah, Nike boys, we don't do three stripes. Yeah, I'm living for my Negroes. Yeah. So Drake could have been echoing that, but from what I hear, he ain't really riding with Adidas like that no more. That's what I hear. But like I said, it's not 100% confirmed. But I do have the president of Jordan Brand in my phone. It's too late. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I got the goofiest phone in history. If it's like if you don't type the full name of the person, you'll never get them. And then they be like it don't exist. And you go all the way through, scroll through all of them. I mean, there's a number right there. What they talking about? And they be making me think I don't have people number no more. I got the goofiest phone ever. They don't want me to call nobody. I make sure I delete that chick number too. I'm glad I cut her right off. She too. I can't deal with a stupid woman. I got a Galaxy 6. Man, I got people number in here. I forgot. But yeah, that's what we know so far. So we'll go from there. But I really think that he's going back to Nike and that this Adidas launch got screwed up. You know, Drake, it could be another negotiation ploy. So it is what it is. But I'm interested. Tell me what y'all think. What do you think the scenario is? You think he was just paying homage back to the Travis Scott song? Or do you think he's really going back? He even got LeBron going, checks over stripes. That's what I like. Yep. So tell me if you think he going back. Hmm. Oh, you missed a lot, Peyton. Oh yeah, don't forget you can hit the super chat button over here and make a donation at any time you feel the stomach to want to do so. Drake wasn't supposed to mention anything. That's part of the deal. When you supposed to stay quiet. That's why he was rocking Adidas because his contract expired with Jordan Brand. He let it expire. He didn't take the deal they had on the table. Adidas gave him a lot more, and that's where he wanted to go. Listen, Jordan Brand, they don't play. Jordan Brand has a whole different mentality in how they deal with everything. They're very serious. He was the first non-athlete Jordan Brand had signed to a contract. Yeah, Drake was going to Adidas because Adidas offered him his own line. You gotta understand, they offered him his own clothing line under their umbrella. He should have signed with Puma and Meek Mill. Puma don't have enough money to sign. I mean, Jay Z is running Puma. No. Now, Puma has always been keeping up with the younger hip hop artists and doing it that way. So before even coming out with shoes, they were making more money with the clothing line. Like I got a Puma hat. I had all kind of free stuff. I had a free Puma hat. I was at a free Puma party. So I was getting free Puma stuff back 2, 3 years ago. Just like Meek and all these guys. I'm like, me and Meek, we doing the same thing. We getting free Puma gear. So they was making they knew how to get in touch and stay in touch with hip hop and make their money the smart way. So this Adion brand got screwed up. But this Pusha T situation could have screwed everything for Drake. I need some sleep. No, I was asleep. I'm awake now, like all the way up. I finally got some sleep. Don't I look like I got some sleep? Drake could have been paying homage to that Travis Scott, that song on Ghostface Killers, because he mentioned the fight with Nike boys. We don't do stripes. Yeah, my thing is Drake. He had an Adion clothing line that I think Adidas wanted to talk back because they didn't want that attached to the story of Adion. That photograph was out there. They had to take that down. It was causing a lot of problems and costing Drake a lot of money. with this Adidas deal because Drake was not to mention it. They actually could have sued Drake. Seriously, Adidas could have probably sued him. We Drake conference now. I don't like it like. Follow my lead. I'll be the HNIC, the head cabinet in charge, the boss, the captain crunch dog, the Sarge, the MOBB, the status. We law. I don't really look at it like that as far as dealing with certain individuals. And when I mean dealing with certain individuals, I mean exactly that. You got a couple of knuckleheads in the game. King Push. You want to give him credit for screwing up the deal for Drake. Okay. I feel you. But yeah, I mean, if that was a good move for Push, because Drake been getting his money back screwing up his money. But no, Drake, they probably wanted to rework the deal because of all the damage they felt was done with the story of Adion and everything else. So Adidas probably wanted to rework this deal because there was no way Pusha T was supposed to know that, actually put that out in the song, and then all of a sudden they didn't probably ran so much Adion clothing line that was going to be under Drake's umbrella. You know, they was like, look, you screwed this up. We told you to shut up. You didn't keep your mouth shut. Now we got a problem. And we're not supposed to have a problem. You know, that's how it normally works. One person says something that they shouldn't. Well, thanks, Carlos. If I had it, I'll lend it to my mom. The rest of y'all, if y'all want to donate, you know what a super chat button is. Just hit that and it's on. Don't worry, my review video is coming up on Power too, so don't even worry about that. Well, when you grow older and you get yourself in situations or you see things that you feel is a little awkward or a little off, and you see it, and you know when as a man when it comes to business deals, and they tell you don't say anything, there's a reason why they're telling you not to say anything. You get it? There's a major reason why they're telling you to just shut up. They don't want any competitors or anybody trying to compete and come through the door, sneak in, make deals. Carlos, you the only one held it down in super chat today. So you got first kudos. You said it was a joke. Push one. To be honest, Sicko Mode is one of the best songs on the album. Because we're gonna get into the Travis Scott album now. We're gonna start talking about Trav. Nike's over. What do you say? Nike's over. Over checks over stripes. Or maybe for you controversial people, maybe Travis Scott wrote it, taking what he did from his other song. He wrote it for Drake. Dun, 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 dun. And Drake didn't even know what he was reading when he said that. Checks over stripes. Yeah, he didn't even know what that meant. Did he know Travis Scott and them called himself the Nike Boys? This could be high informational stuff. Next thing you know, it's gonna be dun dun dun. Travis Scott wrote bars for Drake. Oh gosh. Yeah, so let's talk Trav album, man. Travis Scott album, Astroworld. For those who don't know, that's a shout out to Houston. Astro, right? Astro World's a shout out to Texas, Houston. In case you don't remember, the Astrodome, the Houston theme park is supposed to be complimentary to the Astrodome, where the Houston uh where the gosh, Houston Astros play. Before it was purchased by Six Flags in 1975. The park was closed in 1999. They tore down Astroworld to build more apartment spaces. So that's why the album that he did, he structured it like this album's gonna be an amusement park, away from it's like taking an amusement park away from kids. We want it back. We want that we want that feeling back. It took the fun out of the city when they closed down that park. So that's why he was like did Astroworld that way and had that cover. And he gives homage to DJ Screw, the Houston DJ on the album, Pimp C, Big Hog, Big Mo. It's a whole bunch of guys on there. So rest in peace, the Screw and all that stuff that was on there. He had a lot of hit makers on there because the production was on point. It's just some of the songs I don't think work for this album. Carousel, I don't really like Carousel that much, man. Everybody's like, no, Carousel is sick. And I was like, Carousel's all right. It's not outstanding. Sicko Mode was the best one by far. Yeah. It's just that some of the songs had like a whole sameness to it. And it was going on throughout the album. It was like the same type of mix on like a lot of the songs. Right. Stargazing, I do like stargazing. I do like that. But it's a forgetful album. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. And like he thought he was the next Kanye West. Travis Scott, that's who he pretty much was. Like I told you, a lot of these kids grew up on Kanye West, and the younger group grew up off Lil Wayne. These are these kids. So musically, people like the Kanye sound, and he went in so many different directions. He had a lot of different influence on a lot of these artists out here. Carousel was the wrong song to come out with. That song to me, I didn't like it at all. I gotta be honest. You know, it was like, what did he say on Sicko Mode? What's off the rim he had to propose? No, he said I was off the rim. He had the papoose. Somebody he had to propose because he was off the rim. But all his bars are like one liners. Chicago, baby. She just wanna drill. What I smell. Is that heaven sent? I mean, he had one crazy line in there that just I smacked that ass. She threw it back in self defense. When you say pop a seal like it's Chris and make it look breezy. Oh man. Yeah. I think that overall the project is subpar. More was put into the artwork, to the actual production, than the actual lyrics mean something to people. And this was a lazy, lethargic lyrical album. It's a listen to, but it's not really that good. It just isn't. I'm sorry. This is an album I wanted to like. So I'm just glad they took the strippers out. They had strippers on the cover at first, and then they end up replacing the strippers and putting kids in it. So it made more sense to do it that way than having doggone strippers in the front. But this is kind of some semblance going on with KOD and what KOD was about. So it's a sort of a semblance to that too. So I can understand that, even when other people can't. I understand. Sorry about that, Slim. Is it raining? Oh snap! It did rain. Didn't even know. That's on me though. So anything else y'all want to talk about before we shut this down? Is Kanye West a billionaire? No. He probably put that out there saying that his clothing line is worth a billion. If Kanye West's clothing line was worth $1 billion, don't you think that he would be in Forbes? And look up Kanye West's net worth. Matter of fact, let's not even do that. I'm right on a PC. Hold on. Kanye West net worth 2018. Kanye West net worth. Where is Kanye West's net worth? Here it is. Kanye West's net worth. Age 41, born June 8th, 1977. Professional rapper. Uh, Forget all that. Where's the numbers? His net worth is $160 million, which isn't bad. His net worth is 160 million. That's a little far off from a billion. That's all I'm saying. And that's net worth, meaning that by the time they reevaluate things with his clothing line, he could get rich again. Too rich for who? You just got rich again. Oh no, that's who he came up under. Superstar Billy Graham. That's who Papa Pump started taking over. Superstar Papa Pump. Then he became Big Papa Pump. But that's how they started him off. Believe me, if Kanye had money like that, do you think he'd be putting out 7 songs? Do you think he'll be waiting all this time and screwing up all these people's albums? No promotion, nothing. He ain't got the money for it. He doing all of it himself. He's just tired of people talking about he broke. True, true. I miss making them pay. I mean, within reason. Go get A Rod. She she got to come home on her own. Absolutely. Deuces.